Everybody, it's Kathy at Northstar Prepsteader. Welcome to my live from cold, frozen Minnesota. Oh, I have to extend my screen out here a little so I can see the chat. Mary Brown, hello. Hello. Thank you so much for coming. You are first one up. And how are you doing today? Hey, Karen. Oh, I got a mod. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, that's so great. Really appreciate it. Yes, it's Monday, 2 weeks before Christmas. Oh my goodness. Well, we knew that things were going to come fast after Thanksgiving, right? We knew it was going to be a little hectic because Thanksgiving was late, and holy cow. It's like all of a sudden right on top of us. Hello. Where's my list? Oh, I can't find my list. I'm going to have to hold a second. Here it is. Kimberly. I'm so sorry. Hey, Barbara. Hello. Thanks for coming. Kimberly, it's so good to see you too. You've got to be cold and getting lots of snow up there too. Canada has just been getting whopped this year. So anyway, hello and welcome. For you guys, let me pull up my weather report here so I can give you a down and dirty right now. So we've got temperatures. Actual temperature is 8 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit with a wind chill of minus 25 Fahrenheit. That's where we're sitting right now. Our wind chills are supposed to go down even more, another 5 or 10 degrees tonight. So we are in a chill. It's cold. Yes, oh my, is right. Oh, it's we just got another storm. We got another 6 or 8 inches of snow, but anyway, I was just out snow blowing and shoveling this afternoon and getting cleared out because I have to get out in the morning, and yeah, a little cold. Just a chill coming through, right? Yes, my home is nice and warm. It's gotten well insulated over the years. I've done a lot to it. Insulating the walls, the attic, putting good windows in, all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, just staying in now, trying to stay warm. So Kimberly said, actually, it's been mild and rainy, and now your snow is gone. Oh, that was kind of our week last week was much milder. It was like above freezing, and like half of our snow melted, but kind of filled it back up again last night. Had a good storm come through. Hey, 320 Homestead, hello. And where are you from? Hi, Connie. Hello to you. Hugs to you too. Hey, Cecilia. Welcome. So thank you guys all for coming here. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I got done. It's my time, Central Time, just a little after 6 o'clock right now. So I got done outside about an hour and a half ago. The sun was starting to go down, and got the good old northwest wind going. So coming from Canada. So, thanks, Karen. For anybody just listening, she says, I admire people in the north that just keep on going in the bitter cold and deep snow. You know what? If we gave up, we wouldn't get anything accomplished, first of all. And it's like, we just need to, it is what it is up here, and we just need to deal with it and go on and learn how to live in it, learn how to stay warm, learn how to do the things that we need to do. So if you can't handle it, then you go south where you guys live, right? I'm not saying that you couldn't handle it. It's just, it's like if you just can't deal with the snow and the cold up here, then that's where a lot of people we have a lot of people, especially retired people, who will, we call them snowbirds, and they go to Arizona, Texas, or Florida for the winter. They usually leave somewhere in November, and they come back in April or May, but they're gone for the winter. And yeah, so hey, Food Forest Permaculture, hello. Season's greetings to you too, and fellow Earthlings, yes. Oh, I know, Tween Kimberly. I don't like, well, ours are, we call it a brown Christmas because nothing is green here except for the Christmas trees. Oh, so yes, Connie, because you're on the West Coast, right? So sun's just starting to go down. Yeah. Oh, it's buffering. Interesting. Let me plug in, see if that gives me a little bit more power here. Otherwise, maybe just refresh it. I tried propping this up more this time so I could get a better line of sight going here. I actually have, you guys would laugh, I have a box of canning jars, and then I've got two laptop supports that are about this high. So I've got canning jars, which are, they're like the half pints, and then other supports, and then my laptop sitting up here. So because I want to like try to be here instead of like looking down into the computer. So hello, Voyager. Hello, you guys. Voyager is from Ireland, and it's just, I believe, right, Ireland, not Scotland, right? I think it's Ireland. So, oh yeah, you're just saying that, you're in Ireland. Oh, thank you for coming and saying hi. I really appreciate it. Yes, it is late there. You should be in bed, right? 3 times, Karen. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, if you see anybody else who's saying something about it, let them know what to do. I don't know if you could. I'd really appreciate that. Well, hello, Brenda. Hey, it's been a long time since you've been here. Thanks for coming in. And TNS Dogs and Dragonflies, hello. Oh, we got some fun group here tonight. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Ooh, you're going on a date. Oh, that sounds fun. Well, you have a great time. Next week, you'll have to let us know about it, right? Oh, yes, Ireland is definitely on my bucket list too. It's like almost everybody else in my family has gone to Ireland, and I haven't. I've been to other places in Europe, but I just haven't. I want to do Ireland and Scotland really badly. But now I know people there, so that'd be kind of cool. It'd be like, just instead of being a tourist, I could just go there to see friends, right? That'd be so cool. Oh, that'd be so fun. Yes. Hey, Farm in Our Backyard. Hello from Northwest Ohio. It's getting chilly there too. I know that. Puerto Rican Prepper. Hello. I love your little emojis there. That's really cute. So Voyager, where, I know you, Jerry, what part of Ireland do you live in? I can't remember if you had said before. My daughter was actually lived up in near Donegal for about 4 months. So I got to see a lot of pictures from that area. It was really cool. Hey, Mrs. Grim Smile. Hello. Happy Monday to you too. I know, wouldn't it be fun to, as we develop this this community and this networking of people, it would be so fun to be able to travel and stop and see people. You know, we do that within the States for a lot of people who know, like Roots and Refuge or different, some of the others, and they'll stop and see people, and so it's kind of fun. We're all coming to stay. That's funny. Hey, Jesus is Lord. Oh, you're old. No excuses, right? No excuses. Just teasing. Welcome. So glad you made it. You must have had to travel a long way to get here. So, Puerto Rican prepper, you were in Pennsylvania last week. Yes, that would have been chilly. Now, do you normally live in Puerto Rico and you were just visiting the States, or were you from there and now you live um, on the continent, or what is your situation? So Jerry, you live in the Northwest in a town called Sligo, just below Donegal. Okay, cool beans. It's a beautiful area up there. Oh my goodness. Well, it's really hard to find anywhere in Ireland that's not beautiful, though, I think. I think, my personal opinion. So, okay, so you do live in Puerto Rico. How long are you in the States then? And do you get here often? Because I've been to Puerto Rico before too. So, a long time ago, I was a teenager. So, which was a long time ago, many lifetimes ago. But it was a beautiful island. It is a beautiful island. And I actually get to go like in February, which is like the perfect time to get out of Minnesota in there. So 67 in Georgia tonight. Oh, that's so nice. For those of you who have come in now, we've got an update here. Shouldn't have changed much in the last 15 minutes, but no. We are in Minnesota here right now, -8 Fahrenheit. So 8 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit with a wind chill factor of -25 Fahrenheit. So if that's hard for you to comprehend, just put your head in the freezer for a while, and it's colder than that. Anyway, so yes, it is cold. Lovely countryside in Ireland, a lot of it just outside the local pubs. Yes. Oh, that's so nice that you're able to come back and visit some friends. That's great. You were born in Massachusetts. Fun. So Brenda, you're 27 with a wind chill of 16. Okay. You're in Missouri. That's pretty chilly for Missouri this early in the season. But wait, where are you? And what is your first name? So sometimes I try to get to learn you guys and figure out what's going on here. So, Hurricane Pepper, I don't know, did I get you before? I didn't get you either. So, so Barbara, that's what I hear. Yeah, that it's kind of, it's warm up there. It's like, Jesus is Lord. I know that expression, bless your heart. So how do you intend that one to be? That's kind of a running joke, isn't it? How do I do it? I had to learn young how to prep food when you can't just jump in the car and go, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, I live a half hour from where I normally shop anyway. And so it's not like I can just jump in the car. It's like, oh, I need, a pound of ground beef for dinner or something. So over the last 25 years of living here, 24 years, I've learned to kind of prep in a way, just out of necessity, in the way of keeping a list of what I'm getting low on and stock up, and so that I'm not running like crazy. But it really does help in the winter when it's like I make sure I have like extra bundles of toilet paper. I have plenty of whatever else I need, that my food is stocked up, especially if I know the storm's coming in or whatever. But the canned goods that I can from growing my garden and the other things, that really makes a difference. So, Cecilia, yes, I've heard that, and we had a bad winter last winter, and I've heard that it's going to be worse. So Mary, you're in Missouri, yes. I'm strong enough to bend. Hello, thank you for coming. Kimberly, it does make a difference with hunting. Absolutely. Hey, Leanna, thank you for coming. Really appreciate that. A Dollar General, but you know what? At Dollar General, you can't get, organic food, and you can't get things that you would normally get. But I hear you. If you just need a gallon of milk or something, or a loaf of bread, you can run around and get that. So, Leanna, I know I was out shoveling and snow blowing this afternoon, and my neighbor across the street was doing it too, and we both stopped just to say hi to each other real briefly in the middle of our work. And I said, okay, this is the fourth time that I've been snowblowing, and we've got our cold snap now. And it's like, okay, we can be done. We're good. It's like, however, talk to me again in March and see if I'm still sane, because this is just the beginning. So, yes, we're fickle people, aren't we? We're ready for spring already. So, Cecilia, that is so great. Yep, being able to make your own bread. So when you're stocked in like this, absolutely. Hey, Elf Lord's Journey, hello. Yep, stay stocked up year round. It really is it's just wise. It's just wisdom and being able to take care of yourself and everything else. So, hey, Paul, you got a bit of snow up there too. Well, you got 3 inches, Leanna. I got probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches from last night. So, Sunny Preps, hello. Ooh, oh, that sounds fun. An underbed storage project. That's wonderful. Ariel, hello. Thanks for coming in. You're 19 degrees right now. Oh, you're in a heat wave. I know, milk and bread thing makes me laugh too. I haven't bought milk for years. If I need anything for cooking, I use coconut milk, or I make my own almond milk or cashew milk or something if I need that. And that's just for baking. And I don't eat bread either, so I don't buy it. And so those kind of things are not an issue for me. It's like, oh, we're running low on that. I do make sure I have enough eggs. That I have to always make sure I do. So, what else we? Let me see who we have here. No cow's milk. I'm not allergic to milk, but I don't have a good tolerance to it. And so the same with wheat and bread and everything. I try to go gluten-free. I just, got issues, skin issues, different things like that it produces. And so it's like, just stay away from it. And it's easy enough when you do it for long enough. So, hey, Brett, thank you for coming. We've got Brett, we've got the Hive in the Homestead. Hello. Broussard's in the house. Moore's Patch of Heaven. Hello, thank you for coming. Dehydrated eggs. I saw you guys doing that, and Broussard's too. And it's like, when you dehydrate, is there any issue? My first thought's like, is there any issue with salmonella, with anything else, because of the raw eggs in that way? So I just wanted to find out. So, yep, Ariel. So you've got an awesome grinder too. That's a wonderful. Who else do we have coming here, you guys? So, yeah, no gluten there either. Elf Lord's Journey, there's too much sugar in cow's milk. Oh, I didn't know that. Where I thought. Yep, Ariel says too warm, it's got above freezing. Oh, yeah, that does make a mess. And then it gets so icy. It's really tough. Right now, for those of you who just come in, it is 8 below 0 Fahrenheit. with a wind chill of minus 25 Fahrenheit. So yeah, we're a little chilly. It's supposed to get colder through the night, and our high tomorrow is still below 0 Fahrenheit. So and the northwest winds. So we're getting a little taste of January here, beginning of December. So what? Yes, it is. It is chilly. It is cold. So Nathan, hello. Thank you for coming. Okay. Well, that's interesting, Brett. Thank you. Bacteria can't survive without moisture. Thank you so much. Yes, Morse patch, that is cold. Absolutely. Hi, Annalise. Did I get a snowstorm last night? I did. Yep, we got probably 6 to 8 inches of snow. So I was out shoveling and snow blowing this afternoon. And yes, it is chilly. It's cold. And what did Amy say? Oh, Amy said that bacteria can't survive without moisture. Okay. So is this Amy on here, or is this Brett on here, or is it all of the above? Hey, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Thanks for coming. You guys, this is so fun. You got a heat wave, oh, -5. Well, I'm coming up to visit you. It's a tropical up there. It's raining there. Okay. Oh, yep. This is the mixed bag all over the place. That's for sure. So, I don't know if you guys can see. I've got my tree up, but it's not decorated yet. So, anyway, on to our subject matter for the night. Oh, thanks, Dutch Upgrade. Yeah, you know, I've seen you on so many other lives, but I couldn't remember if you'd been here before. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Leanna, you have -3, feels like -18. Yep. So even though I'm south of you a couple hours, it's still, I'm in a part of the state that we just, we kind of get the cold funneled right through me. It's, oh, you know, the first drop. Oh, that's funny. Hello, getting started on homesteading. Thank you. Oh, well, Puerto Rican prepper, that's, you know, I'm so happy for you that you've got 72 degrees, and you know what, we've got your kind of we've got those places to go to, and okay. On my back, I had a little notice that my connection was unstable. I don't know why. It's like literally 2 inches from my modem. So anyway, it must be the wind out there. So 2 big storms in the Sierras were drying out with highs in the 40s. Yes, you guys did get a lot of rain and snow out there. So anyway, subject matter for tonight, Christmas trees. And I was doing a little research here of the different kinds of trees that are cut or grown at tree farms, or, you know, transported in around the country or around the world too, that are used for Christmas trees, whether they sell them at a tree lot or at Walmart or wherever. I go to a little local tree farm, and it's just wonderful. And I'm making a video on that. I have to edit it yet and everything, but it's so great. Let's see if there's anybody else coming in here I need to say hi to. Okay, so traditionally, a tree should be a fir, a spruce, or a pine. And so those are kind of things. The custom was actually developed in medieval Livonia, which is present-day Estonia and Latvia. So kind of that Eastern Europe area in that way. But it was really during the Renaissance in early modern Germany that the tree became, you know, a popular thing for Christmas, and it was kind of established in that way for Christmas. It was traditionally decorated with roses made of colored paper. That should be kind of cool to do, you know, those of us especially who may be longing for warm temperatures and tropical type of thing, make some roses. um, Roses made of colored paper, apples, wafers, tinsel, and sweetmeats. I don't know if I'd do a sweetmeat up on a tree though, and especially if you've got like a cat or a dog or something like that. But then it was around the 1700s it began to be illuminated by candles. And of course that has all its own challenges with a dry tree and live flame and everything else like that. And of course, once we had electricity in the 1900s, we were able to start using electric lights. But something that was kind of interesting is that in Russia, Christmas trees were banned after World War I. And so kind of after the whole revolution type of thing like that. So World War I, and it was reinstated in 1935. So it was illegal to have a Christmas tree for like almost 20 years, which is really, oh, my heart just goes out to them that they couldn't even do that. So, so yes, a good fresh spruce. So we've got, oh my goodness, there's maybe 18 different trees here that are listed right there that are used for Christmas trees. So we have, of the firs, there's a balsam fir, a Fraser fir, Nordman fir, a Douglas fir, a noble fir, Spanish fir, and a white fir. For me, it's a toss-up between the Fraser and the balsam fir. I love both of those. The Fraser has like the best scent to it. But anyway, and then the spruce, there's a blue spruce, a Norway spruce, a Serbian spruce. I don't know where those, they must come from Serbia, but I don't know if we grow them here. A white spruce. And then the pines, we have our Norway pine or white pine. I think those are, Ariel, you could probably tell me more about that, but if they're, I think those two are kind of interchangeable in what they look like. There's Scots pine, Scots or Scotch, the name goes together. A lodgepole pine. So, so anyway, those are some of the trees that get produced for Christmas trees. So I'd like you to tell me what kind of tree you guys get, or is it an artificial tree? I have been very, very blessed that somebody, a friend of mine, is donates the trees to me for a good cause. So, so anyway, I do get a free tree every year, and it's been a real blessing, believe me. So, but anyway, this year my tree is kind of a Norway pine, so it's the longer needles. They're not great for hanging ornaments, especially heavier ones and everything. So that could be a little bit of a challenge, but they don't dry out as fast, and they don't suck up quite as much water when I put in the tree stand. So Cecilia, I just saw your comment, so hopefully that answered that. The Highland Homestead, when you were a kid, your mom had lights that had oil in them. I know I'm really behind in my chat, but that is very cool. Built on the Rock Homestead, hello. You just decorate mountain cedar trees outside. Oh, how beautiful. Those cedar trees are gorgeous too, so that you have them right outside, that's wonderful. All right. Let me see. You decorate right at the corner of your dirt road and driveway and use solar lights. Oh, that's so great. Do they make solar Christmas tree lights? That would be so great. I wouldn't mind getting to that. So you're a drummer, and you use my drum kit and stack them largest to smallest, then hang lights and decorations. Oh, that's kind of fun. Oh, that's great. Paul, you have a fresh pre-lit plastic tree, and fresh out of the box, right? That's funny. um, farming in our backyard, you've always had a fake tree. You really want a tree that you can plant afterwards. You know what? That would be great. I would love to be able to do that because so many years, and I had a video from my tree last year that there have been a few years where I've had my tree actually start growing. I have new growth off the ends of the trees, and it's like I feel so badly that I can't do anything with it because I can't keep it around for another 5 months before I could plant it outside. So it's it's just not practical in that way. But Cecilia, I have a real tree in my front yard, but I use a tabletop tree for the house. Oh, that's cool. Um, so Amazon has solar tree lights. Oh, thank you. I didn't even know that. That would be so fun. I would love to be able to have that outside too. Well, that's probably the only place I could have, right? So anyway, so I see somebody. There's somebody distinctly missing here tonight. A single man. Eli is not here tonight. I'm not seeing Dave either. I wonder if Eli is snowed in or something. Um, Kate Rogers, hello. You haven't had a real tree since your children moved away, but a couple of years ago, a friend gave you a Norfolk pine. It's almost 2 feet now. Makes me want to try bonsai. Oh, that would be something cool. Get a little indoor bonsai and then just decorate that. That would be nice. Um, oh, that's great. Battery operated Christmas lights. Now that would be wonderful. Because you know what? I get the cheap string of the little mini lights, and it's like every year I have to replace at least one string, and because they just don't last. I'm kind of getting tired of that. So, hey, Rainbow 505, thanks for coming. No problem. We're just glad you're here. So, how many of you decorate with homemade ornaments, or do you use like store-bought that are all coordinated, the color and everything, like doing all gold and red decorations or something like that? Would be beautiful, but just so kind of in that either or category. I don't know if there's a middle ground or not, but I end up doing a lot of ones that I've just collected over the years. A lot of times I get some of the gifts, and from other people from around the world. When they've traveled, they pick things up for me. Some things have been made by my kids. I've made some too. So I have just a hodgepodge, but it's like every single one has a story. And that's what I love about the ornaments. So Nathan used homemade ornaments. That's awesome. Yeah, I I love the stories behind them, and putting them up there. So old ornaments. Oh, that's cool. Kind of a vintagey type of look that you get on there. So that's so neat. Absolutely. So another thing is for anybody who's a bit of a Scrooge and it's like, why do we need a tree? We don't need a tree. Da, 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 da. So is that the Christmas tree actually is a symbol of Jesus. It's a very ancient custom, as I told you before, coming from medieval day, and it actually exalts the value of life, because one of the reasons we use a fir or a spruce or a pine is that they're all evergreen trees. We don't put in like a lemon tree or something, other deciduous trees. We use an evergreen. And so that evergreen becomes a sign of undying life, that it's always living and everything. So it reminds Christians of the tree of life from Genesis 2:9, and which is an image of Christ and it's the supreme and who is the supreme God of gift. Sorry, it's the supreme gift of God to humanity. I was just getting my words all mixed up there. But so anyway, I know a whole bunch of other meanings and everything, the Christmas tree too, but that's kind of the essential one. And so when we're doing Christmas as the birth of Jesus with the gift and everything from God, it's kind of cool to be able to use a tree. I know at some point I'm going to have to go artificial too, but as long as I can at this point and stay with a real tree, I'm going to try. So anyway, missing a little chat here. So Leanna, you said that you have made those salt dough ornaments and crocheted. Okay. Elf Lords, you mix it up, something different every year. That's cool. Granny Karen, ours is a mixture of homemade, gifted ones, and store-bought. Abiding Acres, yours is all country, lots of pine cones, dried fruit, and handmade ornaments. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. Everybody's got different tastes. Everything's some like a lot of the, lots of tinsel and sparkly and different things, and that's totally cool. If that's what you like. I'm definitely one more of just very, very kind of earthy, organic type of look to it. So do you like my lights on the tree? Because otherwise the tree's just too dark, especially when we've got only 7.5 to 8 hours of daylight here. So Browners in Frankenmuth, Michigan. Browners. Was that a store or was it a restaurant that we went to when you were up here? Nathan, your favorite ornament is one you made in 4th grade for 4-H. Oh, that's so cool. You have to describe what you made and what that is. I would love to hear that. Annalise, your kids made some ornaments this year. You also have them pick out an ornament they like. That's great. Yeah, I've got some that my kids made. Some of them, after a number of years, they kind of find their way staying in the box and not really getting back on the tree. But or I give it to them or something and let them do what they want with it. But anyway, oh, it was a Christmas store. Okay. I don't know if did you guys tell me about that when you were there? Maybe I've totally missed it. Anyway, yeah, it's been some of the ornaments. I've got so many favorites, but I think one that really means a lot to me. It's like a paper, kind of a snowflake, and in the middle of it is a little picture. It's not even an inch square. The little picture of my younger daughter when she was about 18 months old, and she was at daycare, and they had made that and give it to me, and tell you what, that goes on the tree every year, and it's just like kind of that mom stuff. So Nathan says it's a styrofoam bell form that you wrapped in lace ribbon and use colored pins to hold the ribbons on. Oh, that's so great. It's north of where we were for the Hoot Nanny. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Farming Our Backyard says you started knitting some ornaments this year. They're fast, so you really like them. You were always convinced it would be fiddly, but you've not found that to be the case. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, different types of things. Somebody mentioned the dough. I think it was Leanna. You mentioned the dough ornaments and everything. And I think we did that one year too, and you can make all kinds of different things. It's so fun. I gotta tell you guys a story. My daughter, if she watches this, she'll kill me. But anyway, many years we would string cranberries and popcorn to put around the tree. And one year I couldn't figure out why they were getting looser, because I strung them pretty tight, using needle and thread and it takes a long time to do enough for a whole tree. And it was just like, and then I'd see, little um, crumbs of popcorn like around the tree skirt and different things. And I was like, do I have mice? What's going on? Well, I came into the living room one time and I heard this crunch, 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 crunch. This crunch, 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 crunch going on. And I was like, where is it coming from? And then the tree wiggled a little bit. And I'm looking. She's behind the tree eating the popcorn off the strings. And she was probably 7 or 8 years old, something like that at that point. But I guess I didn't feed her enough or something, or make popcorn enough. But anyway, I still remember that, and I still, whenever I have an opportunity, remind her about that. So it's kind of funny. Oh, so you make cranberries and popcorn, you string them. Do be careful of what kind of animals and two-legged creatures you have in there that might eat them. So, using your cookie cutters. Oh, yeah. Well, that kind of, yeah, I mean, because you can make like, candy canes, you can make stars, all kinds of different things, little snowman out of the dough stuff for making that. And it's, from what I remember, it was mostly just flour and water, I think, to make the dough so that it would harden really well. And is that right? Oh, and some salt, flour, water, and salt. So it just kind of made this dough, but then you'd form it and shape it and roll it out, cookie cutter, whatever, and then let it harden. So, yep, and salt. Okay, so flour, water, and salt. So if anybody wants to try that, yeah. Oh, Elf Lords, thanks so much for coming. I really, really appreciate you being here. If we don't see you again before Christmas, have a great Christmas. So, that's a good idea, Leanna. Put your whole string. Would you add the string too, or just make the holes? Because you could actually, just use a straw or something like that to make the holes, but yeah, because once they're hardened, you can't to go away for Christmas, or are you staying home? Kiss My Acres has a video on making salt ornaments. Awesome. Okay, great. Wonderful. So, well, thank you, Elf Lords. Built on the Rock Homestead. My first Christmas here, and she's in Texas. I strung popcorn to decorate a mountain cedar tree. Mountain cedar, that'd be so beautiful. I thought for sure the deer would help themselves, but they never touched the popcorn. That almost makes you wonder. It's like, where'd the popcorn come from if they won't even eat that? That is interesting, though, that they didn't touch the popcorn. Oh, I would, like you, I would have thought that they would have, that's something that they would munch on because they eat just about everything else. So, so Leanna, you have a good, good farming conversation going on there, don't you? That's great. So, was anybody else hit with this storm it was kind of a definitive one that, it might have gone down to Nebraska, I'm not sure, but it definitely hit like the Dakotas and Minnesota, and then Ontario, Manitoba, and then over the Great Lakes and kind of that direction. So, just was wondering if anybody else got hit with that. Ooh, we're now 26 below wind chills. Okay. So things are not warming up. They're cooling off. Yeah, a storm that we got is definitely, holy cow, that is hitting the northeast. from Virginia all the way up through in New Brunswick and north of Quebec City and all the way up in there. Wow. And there's a tail that goes all the way through Texas. Can you believe that? That is, what that tells me is that's a real wicked cold front coming out behind it. Oh, goodness sakes. And some more snow over the mountains. So Ariel, I don't know if you're going to get any of that, the cool weather or not, but hopefully you'll get some. Yes, Brenda Burr. So you don't think it's going to be here in Holland? I just started meeting. In Holland, the country Holland? Dutch Alfred, are you not in? Are you in Holland? Or is this another town that you're talking about? Terry, yes, it's supposed to freeze this week. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Cecilia. Nathan does some amazing woodwork. Really amazing stuff. You guys definitely go check him out if you want some wonderful woodwork. He's in Holland. I didn't know that all this time. I'm sorry. So thank you so much, though, for coming. Oh, goodness. You know what? I spent a day in Amsterdam one time, so that's the closest I've gotten to Holland. But hey, Pete's Little Homestead, you almost missed me. Yeah, I've got about 15 minutes left here. So, well, Dutch Operating Homestead, you just blew me away. But so in Holland, what is the weather like in Holland right now? You've got to be getting some snow and some winter stuff. And it's just been so wonderful having you here, part of so many lives in our homesteading community. Cecilia, you do not see any ornaments on the Etsy store. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Amsterdam is the capital. Okay. Okay. So I was in Holland, yes. But it's back when I was in college the first time. And yeah, we came in, I got to spend the evening. It was in January, so definitely cold and snow and everything. And it was snowing and people skating in the canals, and it was just beautiful. And then we had to fly out the next day. But it was so fun to be able to at least have that little stop. It was great. Hey, Hardknack Farms, thanks so much for coming. Yes, we got a lot of people in the chat. You guys are great. So Kate Rogers, Lower Mainland BC here. So far you haven't been hit with the cold, only one windstorm. Okay. Yes, be ready for those storms, absolutely. Annalise, you've got the wood heat burning here. Oh, thanks. You have a great night too. Yes, I am staying warm. I was a little chilled after snow blowing today. It was mostly my hands, really. My fingers were gotten cold, but you know, when it's 25 below Fahrenheit, that's kind of to be expected. So, ooh, that's quite a drop, Brenda. Yep, you got the storm that came through here, giving us our cold weather. So hopefully you don't get too cold. Looks like we're all traveling to Holland. Yes, Kimberly. Yes, absolutely. We've got Ireland to stop in. We've got Holland. We've got Cheryl at with her sheep farm. I'm drawing a blank at her channel name, but she's in Scotland. We've got quite a few Aussies here. We've got Puerto Rican pepper. We can go to Puerto Rico after we've been hitting the North Country. We've got all over Canada. You guys you're making this just great place to travel to. So it's 1:45. Oh, it's 35 Fahrenheit. In 4 hours, you have to go to work. I hope you get some sleep. Oh my goodness. Thank you for staying up and losing your sleep by being on my live. This is pretty amazing. Unless, do you sleep when you get back home and then you're up for a while before you go back to work? Because I know this is like Voyager, she's 7 hours difference too. So, hey Josh, and speaking of Australians, we've got one in the house now. Thanks for coming in. Oh, he's got a hot summer going on right now too. Is it in the hundreds again, Josh? So, so now it's down to 26 degrees with a wind chill of 15. Okay, Brenda, yeah, it keeps going down, doesn't it? So, yeah, it's just that time where we just gotta, be ready, be prepared for whatever you need in your house, in case things, power goes out, in case it's so cold and everything else. So actually, I'm in a pretty good area here. Rarely does our power go out. So it's been a long time since it has. If it does, I think the longest my power was ever out was maybe 4 hours. So that's with like a transformer getting hit, different things like that. So we, I do pretty good here. So in that part, I don't really have to worry about things. You got 3 wood stoves. Oh, that's awesome. It's a lot of wood to keep going though, isn't it? So, so Josh, it sounded like you had a little bit of a reprieve, right? Keep cold air up north. That's why we're in the north. Yes. Okay. Yes, it is cold. Oh, Jesus is Lord. Thank you so much for coming. Wish me Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you for the very kind words and the hearts and everything. I appreciate it. You work in 5 shifts, 6 days work, 4 days free. Okay. So that's kind of an interesting rotation there. So you just have strange hours. Oh, that's quite all right. So in about 8 minutes or so, 7 minutes, there will be other channels going live. And so if you guys have any questions, talked about Christmas trees, anything else that you like to do in decorating your house. Do you put lights out like around the trimming of your house? Do you, a number of you said that you decorate the trees outside, which is beautiful. Do you put garland and things like that, or big bows or anything outside? Tell me something another way that you decorate for Christmas. And so I was hoping to finish all my decorating today because I just got my tree up last night, but the nature of my work, which for those of you who are just kind of getting to know me a little bit, sorry, I'm just trying to adjust this. I'm a freelance graphic designer, and so there's a whole bunch of people that like to wait until the first week or second week in December and say, oh, I need Christmas cards for our company, or a Christmas newsletter, or Christmas this or that. And if it's not Christmas, then it's like, we need to get this mailing out before the end of the year. We need to, do this marketing thing. We need to get this done. And it's like all of a sudden, my December just gets so packed full of things, and I just it's like I want to take time off to be able to get ready for Christmas and not be so inundated with work and my hours filled up, but it's okay. It's, it's work. And I do take off at least 1 week from Christmas to New Year's. So last year I actually took 2 weeks off. So I might just do a week and a half this year. We'll see. But it's such a great time for me to take off, because then I can come back in January just with refreshed, and having to create things all the time and being creative and coming up with new things. It's like at some point I just burn out. My creativity dries up and different things like that. And so just getting away from it for a while, I can come back and have all kinds of fresh ideas and new stuff. So Paul, am I having family home for Christmas? I'm having my daughter and her husband, my younger daughter and her husband, for Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, we go to my parents, and then everybody else comes there. So that'll be nice. How about you? So, Brenda, you decorate your front porch. Oh, that would be so lovely. Hardneck Farms, you make homemade crafts and baking, plus you love to make candy. Well, baking is important too, Leanna. That's great. I missed some here. So no one sees your house. You have to drive up your long driveway to see it, so you don't bother decorating the house. Okay. Well, you know what? That's nice that you're that far off the beaten path, though. That's great. Josh, goodbye. Thanks so much for coming. I really appreciate that. Hardneck Farms, who are you saying? Bless your heart, too. I know what that can end up meaning. I lived in the South for a while, so yeah. You've gone, you vlogged your Christmas tree to see how different it is like in the rest of the world. Okay. Oh, that would be fun, Dutch Off-Grid. That's, and it is so great about YouTube right now that we can see everybody else's stuff and see how we do things rather than reading about it in a book or in a magazine or something like that. So, so you're not decorating this year. For Paul, kids are coming home and we're going to spend Christmas on the lake ice fishing. Ooh, that's thanks for defining that, Hardneck Farms. It is a busy job, yes. And I love designing and I know I have a talent for it, a gift for it. So, but there are times that it just gets a little overwhelming in that way, especially when I'm trying to get videos done, and that's why you didn't see one this last week, because work has been so crazy, but it's all good. It's all good. So, so you know what? That's so great. So, you guys, thank you so much for coming. I really, really appreciate it. I do have oh, thank you. There's other lives starting now. We've got Stivers Homestead coming on, and I know Lisa Sutton's Days is on right now. There's a number of other lives going on. So anyway, I want to thank you so much for coming, and it's been wonderful having this hour with you. You guys are great. I love having you here and learning so much from everybody. And no worries. You weren't, I'm just so glad that you were here to be able to take care of, to be here for some of this and share your stories and your life and your chat with me. I really appreciate that. So you guys, yes, good job, mods. Thank you, mods. I really appreciate your work. Grandma Karen's already off and over at Stivers, and then Freedom Homestead's on after them. And I think 2 Family Homesteads on tonight too. So there are a bunch of live shows. So you guys take care. Have a great evening. God bless. And always have hope. We're in the season of hope, right? Christmas. Love you all. Bye-bye.